Hello and welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Mr. Expert. So in my today's session, I will be discussing with you what is Terraform and how can we test Terraform using the CHECKOV tool. So let's move to the introduction. So what is Terraform? So in simple words, Terraform is an IAC tool which lets us build, change as well as version cloud and on-prem resources safely as well as efficiently. So accordingly, this HashiCorp Terraform is an IAC tool which lets us define both cloud and on-prem resources in human-readable configuration files, which we can version, reuse as well as share. So you can then use a consistent workflow to provision and manage all of your infrastructure throughout its life cycle. So Terraform can manage low-level components like compute, storage, and networking resources, as well as high-level components like DNS entries and SaaS features. So the next question is, how does this Terraform work? So Terraform actually creates and manages resources on cloud platforms and other services through their APIs. So providers such as AWS or Amazon Web Services, Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Kubernetes, Helm, GitHub, etc. So those providers enable Terraform to work with virtually any platform or service with an accessible API. Right? So this is how it works. So the next thing is CHECKOV. So the tool that we use to test Terraform is CHECKOV. Actually, there exist multiple frameworks or tools to test this Terraform. So in my today's session, I'll be focusing on this CHECKOV tool. So let's discuss what we can do using this CHECKOV tool. Yes, so this CHECKOV tool is a static code analysis tool for infrastructure as code. So you can do the static code analysis of a IAC tool using this CHECKOV tool. So the next thing is it powers bridge screw. So there's a dashboard called bridge screw. So CHECKOV powers that particular dashboard. So I'll show that to you guys in my latter part of my demonstration. The next thing is it scans cloud infrastructure provisioned using Terraform, Terraform Plan, Cloud Formation, AWS SAM, etc. And it detects security and compliance misconfigurations using graph-based scanning. The next thing is it performs software composition analysis scanning. That means SCA scanning, which is a scan of open source packages and images for common vulnerabilities and exposures. So that is it about CHECKOV tool, right? So the next thing is in order to run or execute your static code analysis using this CHECKOV tool, we need to install it to our system. So in my case, I'm using a Linux VM, so there I'm using this particular command to install CHECKOV, pip install CHECKOV. And then in order to run the test suite, you can use this command. Actually, in this tf is a directory which contains Terraform files. But if you want to run a single file, you can use checkov -f, and you can simply give the path of that particular Terraform file. But in here, we can use if you want to execute a execute an entire directory, then you can use this particular command checkov -d, and then you have to give the path to your directory containing all the Terraform files. Okay, next we can move to our demonstration. Okay, so now I'm in my IDE, which is Visual Studio Code, and I have connected to my Linux VM through the IDE using a separate plugin, separate extension. It's actually this remote SSH, so you can connect to your VM or virtual machine if you install this remote SSH plugin to your Visual Studio Code IDE. Okay, so the next thing is actually I have created a folder containing some Terraform tests, right? So you also can create some sample Terraform files like this. So there are plenty of resources available in Google. So by referring those things, you can create a sample Terraform like this. So I have created two files. So let's see. I'm going to open a terminal, right? So initially, before you are going to execute all these things, for the first thing that you have to do is you have to install Checkov to your machine. So in my case, I have already installed Checkov. So in order to check or to verify whether Checkov is installed, you can simply type Checkov and press enter in your terminal. Yes, then in that case, you will get something like this, right? They give you the available version. If Checo is not available, then you will get a message, this command is not recognized or something like that. So in that case, you have to install Checo using the command that I have shown earlier. So in this case, they are asking whether to level up this. I don't want to do that now, so I'm going to say no. Okay, so in my case, you can see now I'm inside my TF folder where I have some Terraform tests or Terraform files, right? Um, so in case if I want to execute this example.tf file, not the entire directory, but a single file. In that case, so let me have some space here. Okay, I hope you can see the command prompt, see the terminal. Yes, if you want to execute a single file, then you can use checkov minus f. F stands for a file, right? Then you have to give the name of the file. So I'm going to say example.tf. So then you can enter. Let's see what happens. Here you can see it got executed. So I have executed only a single file. So it gives the output like this, right? So if I expand my terminal, so you can see the number of past checks are 14 and there exist some failures as well. So these are past checks. So let me go for the failures, right? So for the failures, they are giving a hint. So if I open this follow link, they are asking us whether to open it or not. So if I open this one, mm, so in here you can see they have explained where we have gone wrong and they have given a workaround to fix it. So in the next run, this won't be getting failed again. So it's like that. It's really useful. So we can refer this and correct where we have gone wrong, right? So in our next run, we can increase the number of past test cases, right? So let me move to my IDE again. So similarly, in all the failures, they have given us some hints like this, right? So you can refer those things. So it's like a document and it contains a hint. So when we follow the workaround which is there, then we can increase the number of past test cases. So that's it about it. So in case if you want to like execute this entire TF folder at once. So what we have to do is simply I'm going to go to my previous folder and then I can say checkov minus D stands for the directory, right? So I'm going to now execute my entire TF directory. If I press enter, okay, so here also you can see both the files example.tf and the main.tf, both the files have got executed, right? Okay, in here also, if you move to the top, yeah, now the number of past test cases is 16. Earlier it was like 12 or something, right? Now since we have two files, the number of past test cases are higher. Okay, so here also for the failed test cases, they have given a guide, so we can go through that one and we can correct where we have gone wrong. Okay, so that's it about this. Next, I'm going to focus about the bridge screw. Okay, you can simply type bridgescrew.cloud/dashboard in your browser and simply press enter. So I'll be adding all these URLs in my description section. So yes, so then they are asking whether to sign in using Google, GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab, anything, right? So I'm going to sign in using Google. Okay, so then they ask us to create an account. So if you are logging to this for the first time, then you have to create an account here. Then I will say like this. You can give anything, right? Then you can create an account. Okay, I will say ABC for now, for the organization. Okay, after creating an account, you will be directed to a page like this. So let me see whether I can zoom this. Okay, I hope you can see the dashboard. So this is the bridge screw dashboard, right? So if you move to this dashboard page in here, we can display all the failed test cases, past test cases, and the blocked ones here. So this is a dashboard where we can show our results in detail. So let's see how that happens. Okay, so in this right hand side, right upper corner, you can see two things. First one is API tokens, and the next thing is add integrations. So since you are new, you should also have everything blank, just like me. So you have to add a new integration. So simply click on this one, add integration. Then you will be directed to a page like this. So there you will see the core repositories. So we know that we have our repos in Bitbucket, GitHub, things like that. And I explained you what are the cloud providers. So these are those. Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Services, Azure, Kubernetes, and CI/CD, things like that. So the things which are available, they will be shown like available. So then I'm going to click on this API tokens. Now we are going to create an API token here. So you have to give a name to your token. So I will say YT key. This is optional, so I'm not going to do that. So let me create this one. So here, this is the API token. So you have to copy this one. Okay, so this is unique for the users. So you will have to save this for your future users. So I will say done here. Then again, let's move to our Visual Studio Code. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to execute this, and I just want to display my results in that bridge screw dashboard. So for that, I'm going to use that particular token, and in here you can see I have given the above command like this, the previous command along with the BC API. So BC stands for bridge screw. So in here I have given the API token here as well. So when I execute this one, I get all my results um, in a dashboard. So I'll show you how that happens. The execution happens same as earlier, but in the end we will get a separate URL where we can see the dashboard. So in here, if you like hover over this one, then you will see a link. You will have to click on this follow link option, and then you will get a dialog box like this. Simply click on open. So yes, then you will be directed to this dashboard. So actually this is a trial version. So it's a 14-day trial version. So in here, if you go to this dashboard, all the execution results will be displayed uh, in detail like this, right? So like past test case count, failures, and if you go to this incidents, here also they show like this, and if you go to the projects, then they will show you like this. This is example TF, that's one of my files, and main.tf is another file. So like they will show everything for you guys in here. And in issues, they will show the issues like this, right? Four issues are there. Okay, so you can raise a Jira ticket from here. Mm, that means that's another functionality or option which is available in here. Bridge screw, Jira integration is also possible. And like if you scroll down a bit, here we have development pipelines. So you can see the merge requests or the pull requests available if they are available. So as of now, we do not have anything. And code reviews are also shown here, right? So these are the things we have done. So we have failures. Scan status is failed, right? So the number of issues will be shown here along with the time. So this is a very detailed report, which is really useful. Yes, resource inventory, and yeah, we have a couple of options like this, right? So in here also they will show us a very detailed report, so you can go through all these things and check the things, right? And if you again move to integrations, yes, so those are the things. So here you can go to all of these things and just check, right? So this is so in here also in the integrations we can delete the integration or delete the repository or do things like that. So that's it about Terraform testing using this CHECKOV tool, and how we can display or illustrate our test results using the bridge screw dashboard. So you can try out these things using a sample Terraform which are available in the internet. So I hope this video is useful for you guys. So if you have any questions, you can simply put a comment. So I will add all these URLs in my description section. So thank you for watching.